Right.
I feel like kind of like I feel like with consciousness and knowledge, it should be done in like a school system. Because you have all of this information, and I'm saying, and it's out there for everybody. It's just like you're not going to give a kindergarten, you're not going to show a kindergarten chemistry, you know what I'm saying, or psycho, therapy or something like that, because they're still learning their ABCs and 1, 2, 3. So that information is honestly not relevant to them, and they won't be able to comprehend that. Exactly. So why are so why do they have access to it? Exactly. Like, for instance, why do we have why can you go on the internet and learn how to make a bomb? Why is that relevant information?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
If you know what I'm saying, if you're not in the military, if you're not in a situation where you need to know about bombs, why is that public knowledge?
Right.
But
that doesn't make sense. But, you know what I'm saying? That's the pros and cons of that.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that, we don't know what could go down, right? And us as a people, we need to have knowledge of how to do things as well. Because if they know how to do it, we should know how to do it as well. You know what I'm saying? So we should also be able to have access to that information on how to do it. Not to do it on some terrorist shit, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But any knowledge, it doesn't even have to be a bomb. It could be the making of anything. Like if it's something that they have access to, then we should be able to have access to it as well. You know what I'm saying? And we should be able to have knowledge of it. Now, I'm not saying that we should go out there and learn how to make a bomb. No, I'm not saying that. Right. But if someone does and they're utilizing it for whatever they're going to utilize it for, you know what I'm saying? In the future, who knows what the fuck this coronavirus is going to lead us into?
Right.
We don't know. Mm-hmm. This could turn into some post-apocalyptic. You know what I mean? We don't know. Yeah. I'm not trying to throw fear out there.
True. Right.
They put it out through the media for years that this stuff is going to happen, and now we're living it. Now we're actually living it. You know what I'm saying? So the more information we know about certain things, the better off we are. I 100% agree with you. Not everything is meant for everybody. 100% agree with you on that. Not everything is meant for everybody, but when it comes to certain things, especially survival, we all need to be tapped in.
No, I agree with that. Like, maybe I'll give you an example. Jamaar had did a video about, back in the days, how you would get into, I don't want to know so much priesthood, but you had to pray outside, you know what I'm saying, the temple for like 10 years before you were allowed to go in. There were certain levels and certain things that you had to do to get access to certain information. So I don't know exactly how we would be able to do that, but I feel like that's what needs to be done, because again, you have a lot of people who have access to this information, because even with having access to knowing a bomb, yeah, we'll see children have access to that information as well. And we don't need a 14-year-old and their, and their feelings going through hormonal shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't know no better and make a bomb and do something that they regret. So I don't know how we would be able to do that. Information needs to be filtered some kind of way where only if you have, like I said, I don't know how we would do that. Certain people shouldn't know certain shit. And like, even in consciousness, like I know certain people who can't handle certain information because they're in their angry stage. Like I had said before, they're so angry, they're not balanced. So giving them certain information, they can, use it in the wrong way.
Absolutely. With great power, great responsibility.
So how do we determine who gets this information? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the criteria?
It's the parents. It starts with the home. Like in my home, my kids, everything is filtered. Me and my wife is on top of everything. Anything that they look at, my wife gets a ring on her phone. She sees everything. We know what's up with everything. And this is how you control it. It starts in the home. It starts with the parents. This is how you stop a 14-year-old from even thinking about looking at something like that.
So what? Okay, so the problem in America, I agree with you that it starts with parents. But the problem in America is we got fucked up parents. We got parents that's teaching their kids, 5, 6 years old, how to kill a nigga. You know what I'm saying? How to create bombs and all this type of shit. They learning and they learning them mad young and not necessarily for righteous purposes. So how do we screen them?
Well, you couldn't screen the parents if they got the knowledge and they teaching it to their kids. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like just like you got people who are teaching their kids that, well, we need to be teaching our kids, you know what I'm saying, how to counteract that, how to deal, you know what I'm saying, with people like that. Learn how to survive, learn how to take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying, and protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? And learn how to balance that out. But it definitely starts, in the home, and not even just having fucked up parents. You got young parents. You got kids out here having kids and they just don't know no better. You got 12-year-olds having babies. You know what I mean? And they don't know any better. They just teaching their kids what they're growing up with their kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's different situations, but like I said, I don't know how we could possibly do that. How could you possibly filter, you know what I'm saying, and pick who's who, and you know what I'm saying, what the criteria, like you asked. Like I would feel like your behavior and how you handle information, you know what I'm saying, would be the judge of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's something we need to come up with. Like,
this is America, right? So America, like, pride yourself on giving you the ability to be able to say what you want, almost, and in some cases do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a situation where we live in a day and time where when you get restricted, it's like that's a big beef here in America. If somebody telling you can't do something, you know what I'm saying? You don't like you, or if you don't have the right to bear arms, or whatever. All of that's supposed to be included off the rip when you sign up to be an American. So what do we do? What's the balance? You know what I'm saying? What's my eye? How do we bring my eye into this and say, okay, this is where we draw the line to where, yeah, you are allowed to have a gun, or you're not allowed to have a gun. You are allowed to be taught how to build a bomb. You're not allowed to be taught how to build a bomb. Would you say that we're doing a good job as Americans right now, or do we need to do better with that?
definitely need to do better. The only way I can describe that, like, again, like knowledge, you know what I'm saying, is to start with that. Like, what is your job? Like, for instance, what would your purpose would be to know how to build a bomb? Like I said, if you're in the military, you know what I'm saying, if you're somebody who's in military security or something like that that has to do with protection, then that would make sense for you to be able, if that's your job or that's your calling, then that would make sense for you to know that. Just like if you are, the studious type, not the studious, if you're a leader or a teacher, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, you do, you know what I'm saying, you learn about the library, you learn certain information because it's your job, you know what I'm saying, to give out, that information, just like Tahuti. You know what I'm saying? If that's your calling, then, you know what I'm saying, you would understand, you would have, what's the word I'm looking for? Access to that information. It's just like whatever it is you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? If you're a builder, you know what I mean? If that's what you do, then construction, understanding how that works. Like, it just depends on what it is what your job is. And I feel like we would have to have our society set up that way. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about Wakanda, and how, you have your military people, you have your scientists, you have, everybody had their place and they knew what they were supposed to do. And they had access to the information that aided them in doing their job and their purpose. That would be the only way.
Listen, we're gonna hold that thought. We're gonna get back to this conversation. We're gonna pick up where we left off. We got to go back to the video one time because now we're streaming live on YouTube as well. We're streaming live. Shout out to everybody that pulled up for the first episode of the Tap In. We are here. We made it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be here for a minute. To this day. We're gonna be here for a minute. To this day. So get used to us. Get used to it. It's not a game. To this day. It's not a game. To this day. All right. So, what we're going to do, we're going to get back to Gas on Fire. I'm going to play the video, Gas on Fire again. I want to hear the people's responses to Gas on Fire and what y'all think about that. All right. So let me share my screen really quick and see if I can pull that up. Just give me a second here. Now, I think there's a way that I can actually do some real freaky stuff here. I want to see if I can make that happen. But I'm just learning this. We winging this, and this is what's special. Y'all actually get to be here for the first time, so y'all can say, you know what, I was there. I was there when he first started. You feel what I'm saying? I see you. Anthony in the building said, let's get it. Sir Jones said, let's get it. If y'all ready to fuck with this video again, I want to see the flames. I want to see the gasolines. If you on your phone, I want to see the gasolines and the flames right now. I want y'all to hit the like button. I want y'all to share. I want you to subscribe, share it right now. Hit that like button, hit the flames. All of that. All of that. All of that. Linda said it's hot and spicy. We got all hell. Yeah, let's talk about it. All right, so let's get to it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this gas on fire? Let me pull it up. Hold on. They thought it was a game. They thought we was coming light. Family. No siree. We not playing with you niggas. Let's go.
There we go.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Don't get caught up, cause the man gon' try ya. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. Classified intel inside of my midtown. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. Rolling up, set the gas on fire. Classified intel inside of my intel.
Public figures getting exposed, selling their soul. Plenty women turning into hoes to get that rose. R&B legends pissing on babies taking clothes. Playboy put a 10-year-old on the centerfold. Trying to envision home, watching the system fold. Oracles in the zone, white saging and chicken bones. Queens say they love me cause I'm working state gutter while they whipping that organic shea butter. Representing for that one after the 8th number. Cause what they cannot do they self, they try to take from you. I'm carrying the torch for the elders who ain't slumber. Them same brothers who saved mothers and thanked of us. I astro project you a picture painting my worth and circumnavigated the earth saying this verse. Got so aggravated with churches and faking purses, became alert to the blatant mistaken matrix insertions. Forgive me if I'm bugging on wilding when you see me. Got a couple online personalities trying to be me, emasculating black nation and making it look easy. Shit is goofy, my kneesy. Who'd have thought they do it the Yeezy? Drop you like the Holy Ghost. Oh, that boy fast. Polaroids flash. Forward cars cash. Vibe got you leaning like a quarter half pass. Most people don't succeed cause the supporters half fast. Haters throwing stones. I keep a couple on me. Shun guide in quartz water. Keep a aura glossy. My tribe farm like Megatron. You better gone. We them vagabonds from Babylon. We on.
Liar, liar. Pants on fire. Don't get caught up cause the man gon' try it. Rolling up, set the gas on fire. Classified intel inside of my midtown. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. Classified intel inside of my midtown.
The internet shifted the paradigm. The free minded and intellectuals out of line. Black men shot down every time I fucking blink. Flip Michigan, baby, still ain't got nothing to drink. Trying to overcome, but we struggling finding ways. Couldn't even boycott Gucci for 90 days. Crying about minimum wage, dying for a raise. Instead of setting up businesses, brothers buying J's. Hoping for brighter days, but mama ain't trying to slave, so she hit the track. Look how much bread a vagina made. My mind blown, just booked my flight, I'm flying home. Hit the mangoes online, but at night they cry alone. Like a poem dialect, speak the Messiah tone. I need my roses now for the industry, find a clone. Eager to lead the people to reach in a higher zone. The earth spins, the cycles repeat inside the dome. Culture getting hot, look how quickly the fire grows. Apply blows to who I oppose, I suppose. Haters winning by your nose, wearing fly clothes. You can't be liable when you taking a higher road.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Don't get caught up, cause the man gon' try it. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. Classified intel inside of my midtown. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. Rolling up, set the gas on fire. Classified intel inside of my midtown.
Mind of the Elohim, call me a star seed. Always keep it G when I OD, kill them softly. Don't fuck with low vibrational frequency, shake them off me. My preparation, leave my own nation, could be costly. I'd rather set the standards that let the system remain me. I ain't going back. Plan A gotta work, ain't no plan B. Which means I'm seeing this thing out. It's just something in me. I'm always gonna fight for what's right. How could you be mad at me? Cause systematically, they got plans in place to get rid of me. I'm here to eradicate any fabrications is about we. Sellouts at an all-time high. If you ask me, you with the rebellion or you're not. Ain't no in-between, so get in tune. No staying with the coons. Can't mix with royalty. It's more than life than all that jewelry and those cool dreams. Who me? Blew through the ops like a cool breeze. I'm on a different level of overstanding. Fuck with me, cause my mentality is cultural orientated. I fade the black on my energy, cross paths with that fake shit. Spirit of my eye when I diddy bop on my king shit. New York state of mind keeps me intertwined when I'm tapped in.
Liar, liar, cast on fire. Don't get caught up, cause the man gon' try it. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. Classified intel inside of my midtail. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. Classified intel inside of my midtail.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Fire.
Uh-huh. Check out.
Rolling up, gas on fire.
We got a lot of comments in the feed. It's looking crazy out here. Let's go through all of these comments. Let's scroll through these comments. I see the gases. I see the fire. Casey want to call in. Listen, if you want to call in, you could call in 631. I'm gonna send you the number right now. If you want to call in, you could call in right now. I put it in the feed. If y'all want to call in, you dig? You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of folks on here right now. This is getting crazy. Man.
I see him, definitely.
First episode, man. What we talking about? What we talking about?
To this date, yo, that shit is hilarious. I'm going to laugh every time you do that.
I'm in here. Let's talk about it. All right, so listen, man. Hopefully my brother Logic can get in here. We're trying to work it out now, through the phone.
Best friend.
Shit be happening. So we're gonna see if we're gonna get some more of these folk up in here. But well, hold on.
There you go.
We're shaking,
G.
Best friend.
We're shaking, baby. We're shaking.
What's cracking? We got the whole G1K in the building.
Yeah. Peace, family, peace.
Going live.
What's up, best friend?
What's going on, best friend? How you doing over there?
I'm chilling, tapped in.
Yeah, of course, as usual. We out here for the out here, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate all the love with the video. Hope y'all, enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Karan too. That was his first video.
Fact, shout out
to what I'm saying? Gotta give credit to my boy. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful day that day. The story behind it was real crazy. But shout out to my man Karan, man. That was his first video shot as a cameraman.
Hold on, yo, Texas, hold on. I'm gonna pick up the phone in a little minute. I see y'all calling. We got people on the dial already. I'm gonna open up the call lines in a minute. Just wait for the signal, and I'm gonna let y'all call in. All right. But right now we're gonna build with brother Logic because he was in the video. That was him spitting on the last verse of that. You know what I mean? So let's talk about it for a minute, man. How you feel? How you feel about seeing that video, man?
Man, like the funny thing about it, we've been sitting on that for a little second, but it's like seeing it again and knowing everybody was like, expecting it, waiting for it, anticipating it. It was like watching it all over again. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? Because we was sitting on that for a little minute. I'm just happy that, people, enjoyed it, liked it, appreciated it, and, see our vision and where we coming from with it, it's just different. It's just different.
No doubt.
But I'm happy though, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you, brother, because once again, another fire joint, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how we give it up. But congratulations to you and congratulations to the tap in. This is our first episode.
Right.
Nah, man.
It's a big day.
Yeah, man. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Life is great. Life is great.
Listen, man, what I want y'all to do right now in the feed, if you picked up any lyrics from it, I want you to put it in the feed right now. My brother Jordan Crawford just put, don't fuck with low vibrational frequencies. I shake them off me. That's that boy. That's that Logic lyric right there. Whatever your favorite lyric is, I want y'all to post them lyrics in the feed right now. Whatever you got from it or whatever you heard. I know you ain't gonna remember it right now, but some of y'all picked up some of them lyrics. Me and La, when we be doing shit, you know, we really do concentrate on what we saying in our lyrics. You know what I'm saying? We could write a whole verse, and if the shit don't resonate right, like we're gonna start that shit over, and we're gonna make sure that it's resonating right with the people. We've always been big on lyrics and what we say to the masses. You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel this is one of our shining moments as far as lyrically what we about. I think it encapsulated really what we was trying to represent. Would you say that, La?
Yeah, definitely, man. Cause you know how we do, brother. It's just like if it don't represent who we are truly, we can't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? So if it like you said, if it didn't resonate with what was going on, what we're trying to like put out to the masses and what we represent, it's just not gonna fly, baby. You know what I'm saying? We got to go right back to the drawing boards, right back to the soup kitchen and do it all over.
No doubt. So let's talk about the making of that video, because we was in Flint, Michigan when we did that, which was real interesting. We were doing the Flint water drive, as y'all all know. The lighthouse, we raised $11,000 for Flint, Michigan.
Lighthouse.
Shout out to the lighthouse. Shout out to the lighthouse for coming together. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we still working to this day. We still working to this day. And we do what we do, you know, as a people. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we do the best that we can out here in these streets. It's not an easy thing to do what we do, but we out here, you know, and we want to show people that there are some conscious individuals that are active. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on right now in the conscious community. Some people are active, some people aren't, but you know, we want to make sure that we are part of that fold when they talk about us. You know, that they know that we're the active ones. So, you know, we was able to go out there to Flint, Michigan. Shout out to Ramin.
For putting that whole thing together. Shout out to the brother.
Eminzadeh, I think is his name, his last name. Eminzadeh.
Follow him.
Definitely a cool brother, though.
He man. He really took care of us. You know, he really took care of us out in Michigan, and you know, in return, we made sure we took care of them. Like, you know, we did 12 houses. How many houses we do that day?
About 12.
Yeah, maybe
a little bit more, because we did something like some extra or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think about like between 12 and 14. I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
So you know what I'm saying? Michigan is still dealing with the water crisis, man. They've been dealing with the water crisis for quite some time, and it's almost like
years
that people just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? They just whatever, you know. But you know, to not have water, that's a pretty big deal. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
That we could just.
It's definitely a different vibe.
Right.
I never experienced nothing like that. Made me look that literally made me look at certain things like different, like right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Because it was the whole shit like that. When we went out there, it was just like I never been to an area where like you live on a regular block and there's 80 houses on the whole block, 40 on one side, 40 on the other side. Our Airbnb was on a block to where 4 houses on that whole 80 block house was livable. Like literally everything else was abandoned. Like literally everything else was abandoned. And as we riding down, and don't get me wrong, the Airbnb inside the Airbnb was immaculate. Like it was a fly little space. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely was.
But when you stepped outside, it was like World War III. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was. I never seen nothing like that. It was crazy. From the schools to the stores, gas stations. Like it was crazy. It was real crazy. It was real sad. Like. It was real fucked up, like, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? It was just real fucked up to know that people are really living like that. And I just came from where I got our water ain't the best water, but we got water. You know what I'm saying? To know that what these people got to go through on an everyday basis, it was just like, wow. And then for us to be bringing them fresh water with filters into their home, like, it was crazy. It was crazy. Not even going front.
Yeah, I would say you know, I've done several philanthropist trips in my life, but I would say that was one of the most fulfilling to be able to do that back home. Most of my trips of that nature has been done abroad, you know, and you know, Mexico.
Shout out my boy Ty, man. Shout out my boy Ty and his wife out there, Shannon. You know what I'm saying? Our people's from out there. Y'all already know what time it is. You feel me?
Facts. Anton was one of the was it Anton? That was one of the homes. What's his name? He's part of the lighthouse. Ty, yeah. Shout out to you, man. You know, what's crazy is, you know, this is happening on home turf. And I think that's what really, when they talk about hit home, like it really hit home. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is happening on home turf that people are going without water. So it's like, we just gotta do better. I think we got another call. We got Tashi on the line. What up, Tashi?
Tashi.
Peace, Queen. Peace,
friend.
We gotta do better. I think we got another call. Tashi on the line. What up,
Peace, family. Peace.
No doubt.
What's up? Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah, you real loud.
Yes.
People on in the background.
Yeah, turn whatever you got on in your background. The TV, turn the TV down.
What's up? Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah, I hear
you. Got turn your stuff, turn whatever you got on down on.
Nothing.
Are you on
down.
Facebook? If you on Facebook or any other place, you might need to take yourself off.
Yeah, we can hear the show in the background.
Okay.
So turn it down. Yeah, there you go. What up?
Yeah,
let me take that little out of all of these rooms. Okay. Y'all know I'll be everywhere. I'll be everywhere. I'm in YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah, we out here for the out here. It's the tap in. You heard?
The video. Dope. I loved it.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube. We streaming simultaneously on 2 platforms right now. So I'm going back and forth and saying what up to everybody. If you want your comments to appear in the bottom of the screen, if you want to get love, you got to be on YouTube. Facebook, we can't post Facebook comments. We can only post YouTube comments. So if y'all want to get some shine with your comments, and if y'all want to plug something, y'all got to do it over there. All right, that's where we at. So Tashi, you was with us, right, in Flint?
Nah, she didn't make it that time.
She didn't make that time.
So, so looking at that.
No,
video,
I didn't go to Flint. Mel went to Flint.
Okay, got you. How'd you feel the video?
I loved it.
What
energy, crazy.
Is the energy?
I felt it because pieces was there. I was with y'all. The energy was crazy.
That's what's
up.
The
energy was crazy.
So we had
it was really crazy.
We had the bikers in there. You know what I mean? We was in the bando. Shout out to everybody in Flint for not blowing our head off for being in the bando. You know what I'm saying? It went left, but it didn't because we was in our hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I appreciate everybody that came out and showed love to us, man, because tonight is a very special night. This is our first podcast. This is we've never done anything like this before to this magnitude, and the Lighthouse has been working really hard for a number of years to get to certain levels, but we want to make sure that everything was right before we get there. We don't just do anything willy-nilly. So this is a real special moment, and I appreciate everybody that's on this line right now. I'm going to open up the call lines. So everybody that wants to call in. I know Texas had called in. So Texas, if you want to call back or whoever it was, I put my number in the feed. It's 31697 3006. If you want to call in right now and give your response to the video, say what you want to say, let us know what's up. And we're going to put you on the feed as soon as you call in. And we're going to start building more on this other shit that we was talking about. We was talking about, damn well the apocalyptic situation that we in right now. Like, it's looking real.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's no joke. So
The Walking Dead out here.
Yeah. Like
hey, yo, y'all know I love that zombie shit, big part of my language. Steak to the melon. I already know what to do.
Watch that for a minute.
We got
we was ready from season 1. We was watching.
Now Tamara, Plum Queen, you are in you're in Atlanta area. That was one of the first, right? You're Macon?
Well, I live in Macon, Georgia. I'm about an hour and a half from Atlanta.
What's the climate like out there? What is looking like in the streets as far as people's reaction to this COVID situation?
Well, in Macon is a little different than Atlanta because it's a tad bit smaller than it is. So you have some people who are just going with what the news says, and then you have a few people such as myself, who've been moving with their right mind. But everybody seems to be complying, to be quite honest. But it's not been as bad in Macon. Like I said, they shut down all the regular stuff, but I've been going to the grocery store every time I need to. Everybody has been doing curbside situations, whatnot. So
it's not what they trying to make it seem like it's buck wild out there.
Yeah, now at Atlanta is a little bit different, but I feel like they're hyping it up a bit because my cousin works for UPS. She go to work every day. She just got another job as well, got hired for another job. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Business as usual, but I feel like they use Atlanta to be a little guinea pig situation on some Tuskegee Airmen type shit is what I thought. Because, opening up nail salons, not for real, opening up shit that, only that we patronize.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Why like no one is that said, we will die for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't do it themselves.
Everywhere.
Yeah, but they seem to have put that in the spotlight for Atlanta. I feel like, they were supposed to be the face, the face for that. You know what I'm saying? So like I've been pretty much doing the opposite of everything the news say do, and I've been good. Okay. But in Macon, it's kind of chill. Atlanta is semi. But everything is opening up now. Everybody is, trying to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? And all of that other stuff. So, but some people are feeling like until they say on the news that it's a wrap or that, I guess vaccine is here, people are still trying to do the social distancing and the gloves and the mask and whatnot.
I'm a social distance forever.
What?
Stay away from me.
I know a few people who felt the same way. Like this is, everyday shit for them. Like I don't like people anyway, so this is perfect. You're supposed to give me 6 feet anyway.
Right.
Like,
I'm just literally stay away from the. I mean, I wasn't even the type to be around like a massive crowd like that anyway, unless we had a show or something like that. Like my crowd is real discreet anyway. Like I can't just be around just people just to be around them. Like you know what I'm saying? We gotta vibe off the same frequency for us to even So I don't even be out and about like that anyway. So I don't even have to worry about that.
Well, see, I'm a very friendly person. So I kind of get along and vibe with like a lot of different people.
Hey, you can still do that as long as you got that mask, baby. You all right?
Oh, nah. I only fuck with people who got good immune systems. Nah. I only fuck with people who got good immune systems now. Yeah, that's been limited.
We got a caller on the line.
Exactly. You could come over to my house.
I think we got a caller on the line. Caller, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mute the background. Mute the show in the background. Turn it down.
Yeah, I hear you.
Peace.
Can everybody hear the caller?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
All right, peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Trent Reed out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Originally out of Dallas, though.
Oh, that's
peace.
Dallas in the building, man. Show love to Dallas, man.
Peace.
Shaking,
baby.
I fucks with Dallas heavy. One of my first lectures was in Dallas. We actually did our what's the name down there too. I was at the Pan African Connection down there, and we also did.
Yeah, we heard about that.
Yeah, that shit was lit, super lit. Dallas shows love, man. I really fucks with Dallas hard body.
The culture is rich down there.
Facts, man. So talk to me. What's up, man?
Hey, I'm glad to be talking. To you, King. me and my.
I want to smoke some of that.
Right.
Right.
I want it, son. What is that?
That gas on fire. Look, that gas on
gonna make me roll up. I ain't smoking a couple of days. I was like, I'm gonna chill because my video about to come out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna smoke when it's time.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now you niggas making me want to roll up. But go ahead.
But yeah, me
it made me want to roll up too.
Like early 2018, you know what I'm saying? And really, real life, bro. Truth is, and you've been doing that. You hear me? We've been putting everything that we've gotten from you into play as much as we can, and everything has brought positive energy and manifesting everything that our heart has desired. Like real talk.
That's a fact.
I just want to thank you, King, for being out there and putting the knowledge out like you do. And we really trying to get with Lighthouse Dallas, you know. So if you got some info on that, then you know, hit me with it. You know, maybe if you can send whatever to this number, you know. But yeah, man, we trying to get out in the field, like for real. I want to hear the people just like you have. You did, like I've been on it. I want my family, everybody. You know, I know everybody can't go, but look, for the world, whoever I can spread it to, I want to spread it to. You know, hey, come home.
That's what's up, King.
No doubt.
Appreciate that. That's what's
I
up.
appreciate that, man. It's just something about Dallas. Like I'm gonna tell you, like I went down there, I think maybe 2 or 3 times, and every time I go down there, like no other place, I've been a lot of places. Dallas is the only place that I actually contemplated moving to. As far as it is, I've never thought about moving someplace that far away besides Africa. Like for real, like it's just the energy down there, you know, and the way they welcome you down there is uncanny. It's like no other. If you haven't visited Dallas, you need to go down there and check out some people down there. I don't know what's in the water, but it's a lot of black love in Dallas.
Yeah,
that's a fact. In Dallas, you know what I'm saying? I really fuck with y'all heavy. Shout out to everybody, Lighthouse Dallas, man. Make some noise.
Bro, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. So what you think about the video?
Word.
Hey, that's that work. You hear me? It ain't Wednesday, but that's that work. You hear me? Yeah, straight up. Straight up.
Appreciate that, King.
That's what's up, man. Yo, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, thank you for what you do, King. You and the whole Lighthouse. Real talk. And hey, just to drop this on you, I'm 36, right? I turned 36 this year, but I originate from Virginia, huh?
All right.
Yeah, I've been in Texas since '96, though.
Oh,
okay.
That's what's up.
Peace. That's peace, man. Appreciate the love, King.
Word.
For sure. Appreciate the knowledge.
No doubt.
Yo,
gonna be more where that came from. You in the right place, baby.
Yeah, we're not stopping. That's what we're here to do. I appreciate you for coming in, man. The motivation is more than you ever believe, man. You know what I'm saying? This work is not easy. What we do, it's not at all. And your motivation is definitely.
Just know that.
For tapping in.
Thanks for tapping in. I say. The world.
Right
now. All right,
top of my
I'm gonna get it. We want to connect on something.
Facts.
Yeah, Latifah just asked me to roll up.
New York, man.
All right, for sure.
Go ahead and roll up, sis. You know how we do when we tap in.
Yo, you know what? I'm like super smacked though.
Hey, hold on, real quick, Jamaar, real quick before we get offline, son.
No.
Hey, where can we get some sun guy at, son?
I'll send you.
I'm the plug, and I'm a plug.
Okay, and Tamara got to hit up Tamara.
Tiffy's corner.square.site.
Hit up Tamara. Hold on, we got another caller. We're gonna get you right though, brother. Hold on, all right? No doubt. What's your name? Where you calling from? St. Lucia?
Yeah, man.
Hold on.
Oh, man, St. Lucia in the building.
Hold on now. Hold on.
What's up?
We got a good following in St. Lucia, brother. Shout out to J.O. Keys, man.
Hold on, say that again. What's your name? Where you from? I want to make sure everybody heard it.
Tamara Blaze, St. Lucia.
Tamara Blaze. Oh, shout out to Tamara Blaze.
Tamara Blaze. What's up?
Hold on. But before we move any further, if you don't know who Tamara Blaze is, Tamara is the one, if I'm not mistaken, that won the sneakers, right?
She was.
Oh yeah.
She was. Tamara Blaze. She won the Jordans.
Mm-hmm.
She won them Jordans.
Peace.
Bless. All that. Talk to
how them J's feel? How them J's feeling?
Yeah, how them J's.
Real good.
That's what's up. So how'd you like the video?
Man. Oh, the video was fire.
Wow.
Fire, pure fire. You know, just wanted to shout you out. Keep doing what you're doing. You're reaching us all the way in the Caribbean.
Bless.
Wow. We love the vibe. Yeah, JOK is my brother, you know. My brother from another mother.
Oh, big up J.O. Keys, man.
Yeah, I said that word. Big up J.O. Keys. That's the guy right there, man. He got some fire too. He got some fire too.
Y'all like that good music? Y'all gotta hit up J.O. Keys because he got that work.
Yeah.
Co-sided everybody. J.O. Keys.
Yeah. He got some fire with him. No cat.
What's that? I just wanted to. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you a question. Since you out in the Caribbean, what it look like out there as far as the COVID situation? What is it looking like?
It's pretty quiet. Like we had everything shut down for a while, but things are starting to open up now, like slowly. But a lot of places are still closed. A lot of businesses have shut down. A lot of people are staying at home for the most part. But we haven't had any deaths or anything like that. The count has been really, really low. We took control of everything really, really early. So what the cases that we had were foreigners, and we had them in quarantine. So we didn't have the spread wasn't bad at all. So
That's
right
good.
now we have no new cases or anything like that. So things are starting to open up slowly.
Yeah, we
Oh yeah, let me
It's
take
just
that.
a lot of businesses.
Shout out to y'all.
Like the spread was
word. That's dope.
So
That's
right
good.
now we have no deaths or anything,
new
anything
cases
like that or anything like that. So things are starting to
Oh, that's
open up slowly.
Yeah,
hold on.
Oh yeah, let me
It's
take
just
that.
a lot of businesses.
Shout out to
My fault. Let me take that off. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's been all right. Some of us are just taking it as it comes. We feel that Mother Nature is healing. So yeah, most of us are in our gardens and stuff like that.
In the garden, see,
That's good to hear. That is great news.
With the garden, it's sowing time. We about to get to harvest time real soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one thing I will say about the Caribbean is that they're no stranger to their gardens. They ain't no stranger to knowing how to sow seeds.
But now the focus, everybody is refocusing on agriculture, and which is really good for us because people were kind of losing that, and now you find people posting pictures of them in their gardens, they're growing stuff. Yeah, man, everybody's getting tapped in,
Which they should have been doing.
Everybody's
like the vibe.
Everybody's commenting on your voice, Miss Blaze.
Really?
Yeah. They love your voice. It's something about that Caribbean accent, right, y'all?
Nice tone.
Yo. Shout out to Miss Blaze. Shout out to Miss Blaze. Word up. I appreciate you for calling in, man. You know what I mean? This is the Tap In Show, where everybody has a voice. Everybody will be able to come in. It's not just centered around me. Whatever y'all want to talk about, we're going to talk about.
Man, that's great.
What's on your mind? You got any topics? This is what we're gonna need. We're gonna need topics, family. I need to know what y'all want to know. You know what I'm saying? So, if y'all got topics, y'all got something that y'all think that we need to talk about on this show, this is y'all show. So I need y'all to inbox me. I'm gonna put my email address right now in the feed. And if you have a topic that you think needs to be discussed, or if you have some information that came across your desk and you think that we need to talk about it, whatever it may be, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? So email me if you want to get on the show. I'm sending links out to any and everybody that wants to get on the show. As long as you keep it respectful and you allow everybody to speak, we're going to allow you to come on the show and we're going to do our damn thing. You see what I'm saying? Because I know we got a lot of scholars out there too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that, right or wrong, whether you like what we saying, whether you don't like what we saying, we want you to call in. We want to hear your voice. We want to know how you think. We want to know, maybe you came across some information that we don't know about that we might need to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So this forum is going to be an open forum for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make that clear, and I'm gonna continuously make sure that we make that energy known. We're gonna make sure that we keep it respectful in what we do, and that everybody is allowed to come in and voice their opinion. So shout out to Miss Blaze, thank you for calling in. We really, really love you.
Miss Blaze with the J's.
Word. She said Miss Blaze with the J's.
Tamara Blaze.
Tamara
We got the
Blaze.
same name.
Hey, is it Blaze? Is it Blaze or Blase?
Blaze.
All right,
Blaze,
that's what's
like
up.
Fire. Blaze.
Like
fire.
Fire.
Yes.
On fire.
Put the fire, put the flames in the feed, family. Put the flames in the feed for Tamara Blaze with the J's. Put it in the feed right now.
Tamara Blaze with the J's.
That's a super fact. Word up.
We really do, and everything that she's doing, you know.
Thank
Keep sharing the knowledge, and you know, this is a great platform for us. You know what I mean? Where everybody could come and share and speak, and you know, we love it. Yeah.
Yeah, we need this.
We do.
Yes.
So thank you.
You're reaching far, and that's great. We love the vibe. Keep it going, everybody.
We're not gonna stop. You
can't.
Yeah, I can't stop. We too far ahead. You know what I'm saying?
This
thing runs itself.
You can't stop.
This thing runs itself. I'm just the face. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This thing is alive. Like the lighthouse is alive. I realized that a long time ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We couldn't stop if we wanted to.
What have we done? This shit is out of here. You know what I mean? Like the lighthouse has really come together. It's a family. It's a family unit. It's just such a good vibe with us. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when our workforce came into consciousness, I didn't have nobody. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nobody. And the reason why the lighthouse was so important is, you know, for me, is because, you know, there's a lot of people that I know that's like me that woke up and was like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm in this, like, where do I go from here? You know what I mean? So I think that's what's special about the lighthouse. It gives everybody an outlet. It gives everybody a newfound family. It transforms timelines. You know, if you got some bullshit on your timeline and you tired of seeing all the garbage on your timeline, you definitely want to see what the lighthouse is about, because the way they drop knowledge, y'all thought that I dropped knowledge. I only seen some of the people in the lighthouse that give it. The only one. Don't get it too
getting busy.
So yeah, man. Thank you. We appreciate your call. Word.
Thank you. Bliss King.
Word.
All right, you have a good night.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Bless Queen.
Peace and blessings to you.
Peace, sis.
Okay.
So yeah, family. That's how we doing it. The numbers in the feed, 631-697-3006. 631-697-3006. Sister Michelle Cameron Isaac said something. Let me pull it up, because I had never heard of this before, and I want to know what she might be talking about. You might need to call in here, Michelle Cameron Isaacs, because I have no idea what that is. She said, has anyone peeped
Sister Michelle?
The fall of Cabal? I don't know what that is. So you're going to need to extrapolate on that a little bit so we could.
Okay, now I know I've heard the word Cabal before because I watched the TV show The Blacklist.
Okay.
And they're like the Illuminati in some form of fashion. Okay. That's what in the show. You know what I'm saying? They said.
You know, the Illuminati, it's a tricky situation. It's because people talk about the Illuminati as a secret society that you know, has the ability to move and shake on this planet. They control some things. The issue that I have with it is, if it's a secret society, how do we all know about it? That's the problem that I got with it.
I always say that it can't be secret if we all can talk about it and talk about certain factions of it. It can't be that much secret.
How secret can it be if we all know the name of it? We know who's involved.
Right.
Like to me, what's that?
Unless they just think that you wouldn't believe
they recruiting right now. So
yeah, like that's my queen. If y'all want to, she said maybe they think y'all won't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Yo, they got that whole illusion thing packed down to where it's like it's a secret society, but the more we speak of them, we give them power. But we can talk about them, but we really don't know for sure how real they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We know it's a clique or a group of them in the higher elites, but we really don't know. We know, but we don't know. So they good with that illusion.
Do you see what Michelle commented that?
What happened? She said it's a documentary. She said Kabbalah is deep state.
Michelle commented back that it means deep state.
Hold on, we got another caller. Hold on. We on fire right now. Gas on fire.
Found my lighter.
Yo. Who's this? What's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on, I ain't got you on. Okay, there we go. Who's this? What's your name, caller? Where you calling from?
This is Tennyson.
Tennyson, what up, bro?
What's up, brother? From Little Rock, Arkansas, man. Way down in the south.
Wow. What part of the south?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Little Rock.
Little Rock. They get busy out there. Shout out to Little Rock. They get busy out there.
Yeah, they do give it up out there.
They get busy out there.
Give it up, man.
Yeah, I know a few homies from out there. They get busy. I love their energy out there. Some real guys out there. Like
slow process.
that's a fact.
That's what's up, then, man. So what brings you to the show today?
Man, of course, I'm a long time follower of you, Jamaar, man. You kind of helped me go to the next level. And the video was dope, of course. I've been kind of spreading your music down here because, down in the South, they don't really like to fuck with New York people for some reason, but a lot of the people loving your music, man.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. We getting love where love can't be found. I love it. Let's go.
That's Cabal yet, man. I'm really surprised that you. I mean, I know you don't dwell too much into the quote unquote conspiracy theory stuff, but that's crazy that you had saw Fall Cabal. It's got a lot of good material in there, man.
Well, I'll tell you this. When it comes to television, television programs, it's just that. I don't like to be programmed. You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt.
If I get the information, I'm better off probably finding it through a conversation with somebody, or then the next venue would probably be reading it somewhere, before I end up with the television, because that television shit, like, I work in film, you know what I'm saying? I've worked in that. I put music videos together. That music video I put together myself. You know what I'm saying? So when you put together imagery, you know what I'm saying? I know the intent behind it and what you're trying to convey when you're dealing with film.
Yeah, you know how much you can leave out the actual situation.
Right.
Still get your point across.
Right. So I'm very, very hesitant when it comes to watching different programs, because that's exactly what they are. Their programs. So no, I haven't seen it yet. But if it's about the elite, if it's about what we call the Illuminati, they call
it the deep state.
Yeah, like I wonder, like, okay, so how whoever put that together, how do they know so much? See what I'm saying? Like,
right. I mean,
that's a good question.
To pick it apart, though. It's a lot of good information in there, but it's easy to pick apart. You can kind of see who kind of behind everything when it comes down to it. But it's got some real factual information in there, because a lot of stuff that anytime I listen to anybody, including yourself, I always look it up to follow up with my own knowledge. But it's got some good material in there. It does. It's not something that I've taken to heart and I'm gonna run with it. But like I say, I kind of filter out all the stuff that I've received anyway.
Right, that's a super fact.
Nice.
I hear you.
So what's the biggest thing that you took from it? Like, what did you see in there that really fucked you up?
Well, and that's the thing about it. When I started, I guess about 3 years ago, man, I had a stroke. My daughter's mom left me. My cousin died. I lost two of my businesses I had. I lost that. Then my mom got diagnosed with Alzheimer's. This all happened in a 3-month span.
Wow.
And so I just started looking for some peace, man. And I didn't really never fuck with Jesus. So I started looking for peace, man. And then a friend of mine from Canada showed me one of your videos, and I'm just like, okay. So I started watching some of your videos, watching Brother RZA, and I just kind of followed the line from there. But then I ran into some YouTube videos about some of the elitist stuff, and this is a lot of it talks about that just some of the thoughts and things that they have going on. The Pizzagate, which is something that's really big, that's about to explode. I feel like just from some of the research I've done, and
let's talk about that.
Expose it. Yeah.
Do you think that that's real? The Pizzagate situation? What you think?
Absolutely, I think it's real. Just because, and see, all right, I'm gonna say this. I'll say a little bit. I know from some experiences I've had with some people that I dealt with. I know it's real. Adrenochrome is something, and this is one thing that makes me upset about everything that's going on. Like, we have 400-something thousand kids go missing every single year. Nobody bats a fucking eye. And like, where the hell, 400,000 kids, man? You can't. How do you go missing 400,000 kids? And so once I put that together, and then what they got going on behind the scenes with this pedophile stuff, I'm just like, I see where it is. So yeah, I believe it. What's the cat name? I can't think of his name, man. But he got 21 months for some pedophilia shit, and he was tied in with the Clintons and the New York NYPD. Like they say, 12 cops ran into the stuff, some of his stuff on the laptop, and it was just exposing a lot of things that the Clintons and everybody else were doing. 9 of those cops that have been recently killed or have committed suicide, they say. All of them committed suicide the same way. So I don't believe in coincidences. That's the thing about it. So
especially not a coincidence to that magnitude. Definitely not a coincidence to that magnitude.
That's too much. That's
yeah, I mean,
too
to
much,
have these
man.
kids missing, man, it's like, where the hell are they going? Like, who's snatching up these babies?
Yeah, but now that cabal shit kind of sound like that family show that I was telling people about that they had on Netflix. It was like it's a secret society. It was like higher elites that created this group. Like they was like a Christian group, but not a Christian group. Like if you was a part of this group, they used Jesus properties and like properties of Jesus, like the ways of Jesus, but they wasn't Christian. They didn't follow Christianity. And it was to the point, like if you was part of this group, you could be a rapist, but long as you in this group, we don't look at you as a rapist. Whatever you do on the outside, you're good because you're a part of this group. And they're high elites. You know what I'm saying? This was like basically true. Like this was a documentary. It was like a true story.
Wow.
They was talking about the most powerful. They was talking about. Yeah, it was called The Family. They was talking about this guy who's supposed to be like the most powerful man in America or the most powerful man, but no one knew who he was. You know what I mean? He could walk into a party and he'll be in there and you wouldn't even know he's there because they knew of the organization, but no one knew of the organization. That's how secret it was. You know what I'm saying? Like the Illuminati. But they was like on a higher level than Illuminati.
Wow.
Right. And
yeah,
the things on the cabal,
the family,
the symbols.
Same thing with that, y'all.
All kind of symbols, man. Like even with the pedophilia, they got like for the boy, it's like a blue triangle, and it's like a bunch of triangles in the inside, and then for the female, I forget what it is, but that's how they were communicating with all this.
Right, because they have to do that. They have to speak in symbols. They can't let us know what exactly that they're doing, the sacrifices they're doing. So they got to speak in codes and symbols.
Right.
Man, it's a Netflix. I don't watch TV at all, man. But I was at my friend's house and her little son was watching a Netflix movie. It's called A Babysitter, man. And it's got all these little, and just some of the stuff that I've researched. It's got all these little innuendos and secrets that they talking about in there. I looked up the director. He's like, I think his name is MCG or something. He's big into the pedophilia ring. He's actually almost been charged before. He beat the charge though. So they put it right in our face, man. And if you ain't conscious of what's going on, you just like, it ain't nothing. But it is.
But everybody know Hollywood is a cesspool for everything foul that you can think of. Like you make it to Hollywood, you basically quote for quote, if we're gonna use words for people to understand, you done stepped into the devil's lair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're crossing over into that threshold. Like ain't nothing nice when you get to that level. Like you can probably sustain that, but you can't stay 10 years into that realm and not get dirty.
Right.
No, not
you
at
know
all.
what I'm saying? You got to get in and get out, or just completely not fuck with them and just stay at the level that you can get at. Because you cross a certain level, like you got to be like you got to be militant. Like you got to really have something behind you where they can't touch you for you to operate the way you want to operate. If you know what I mean, if we're gonna be real about it, you know what I'm saying? Because we can talk, but we gotta talk real about it. Just to tap in, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
Because I've heard rumors about different celebrities being on house arrest and stuff like that. Do y'all think that's true?
I mean, shit. We can speculate, but we would never know on that shit because they can hide that shit so well. These niggas, some of these niggas' houses is like community, so they could be on house arrest for months and we won't know about it. They got money to make that shit go away for it don't even hit the tabloids or the media. Just like how they exposed the actors that was paying off their kids' college tuitions.
Right.
We would have never known about that if it didn't get exposed. Like, and they was rocking for years.
Every day is new actors too. Every day is somebody new. Every day.
Yep. Every time they drop one, they another one is waiting in line to be you know what I'm saying, to be sworn in.
I saw Kerry Washington and Wanda Sykes.
And even the politicians. There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
Well, what you say, Shotty? You see Wanda Sykes and who?
Kerry Washington. I saw an article. I don't know the validity of it, but I saw a article saying that they were part of it as well. There's this young lady on YouTube. I would have to search through my history, but she shows a bunch of different celebrities right now in Hollywood that's quarantining supposedly, but they're really on house arrest and they're all wearing these ankle monitors.
I was hearing something about that.
Or something like
I was hearing something about that. I didn't really like
Oprah, Barack Obama.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean Oprah, Barack Obama,
even up to the White House. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Even Barack.
The thing about it is nobody's gonna believe it. That's why they're able to. That somebody put a picture out there that Oprah on house arrest. I don't believe that Oprah on house arrest.
And even if you was the manage to get a picture of them with an ankle bracelet on, we're in the age of technology and CGI to where niggas could be just simply that's Photoshop. You know what I'm saying? Like no one will ever believe it, even if you show them the proof. You will still have non-believers.
Right, because I saw a video this morning with Oprah and she was in her garden and she showed this big ass cabbage and shit. I ain't seen no ankle monitor on. I was looking for that shit because I had seen some pictures where they had Barack Obama bracelet and they had Ellen DeGeneres.
But let's think about it though for a second, right? If we're talking about these celebrities, right, that can hide these cases while they're on house arrest, you really think these motherfuckers is not gonna pay for them to have that ankle bracelet on? Like I think they got enough bread to where they don't need an ankle bracelet on. Like they're in the elite to where nigga, if you leave, you're dead.
I was just about to say.
So I doubt they'll be rocking some primitive ass ankle bracelets. If we're talking the level that we're talking on, exactly, they could just be in a crib because you gotta understand when you cross a certain level and you're dealing, quote unquote, these elites with all these conversations that we don't have, conspiracy theories and how these niggas really get down. If it's nearly as close to that, then these people know that these elites are nothing to fuck with. They'll get you capped, bodied, and and make the evidence look like something different. Right. So they don't even have to get on an ankle bracelet. You know what I'm saying? Right. That fame is something different. Everybody who's famous to a certain level has some type of dirt on them. That's why they do fuck shit.
Yeah,
that's why they let certain shit ride.
Different secret deals and stuff like that. Or blackmail. Like I watch House of Cards. I just got finished watching that shit, and it's like it's bugged out dealing with because they deal with the presidency. It's not so much around Hollywood, but you know, when you at that level of success and you got people that want to get your spot. You know, they're gonna do anything to try to set you up at that point. So, and it's kind of like you either playing this game or you're not. You know,
it's dog eat dog world, baby.
Dog world, facts. And that's dog
world. And Kevin Spacey got caught up in real life.
Kevin
Spacey, he got caught up in real life. Yeah,
he a part.
Yeah.
You know, the dude that I was talking about, look him up. His name is Anthony Weiner. He was he got like 21 months, and that's where the police supposedly found all his information. And one of the files on there was a Hillary Clinton file. It was named life insurance. I guess that was just to cover his ass just in case he got caught. But yeah, that shit is real. That shit is real for real. There's been Facebook, not Facebook, FBI documents about that. So,
the crazy thing is, they've been showing us these type of documents of these grimy ass fuck niggas for years. We know what time it is. What the fuck we gonna do about it? Or what we gonna do for ourselves so we could be prepared for the next wave of bullshit that they gonna hit us with.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Change our
Like we know what time they on. It's time for us to strap up, get militant, really organize, and really get this loyalty down, and really like we ain't gotta take over nothing. We are the takeover. All we gotta do is fuck with each other, and that's the takeover.
Yeah,
but we don't.
Latifah said,
but we don't.
WikiLeaks exposing all of that shit. Let me ask y'all something, right?
That's the problem.
And speaking of WikiLeaks, you know, because they have been exposing a lot of shit. Do y'all ever think that maybe they invented?
Oh yeah, you talking about that Congressman Anthony Weiner?
Yeah,
that's a fact. That's a fact. Okay.
Do you ever think that they might have gone so far ahead that WikiLeaks is something that they put out there and they're pretending like they're scared of it? Do y'all ever think
that's a fact?
That level?
I think because bro, they got that manipulation game, illusion game down pat, bro. Right. They've been playing us against us for years. So they've been, think about it. If we was 300 years steps ahead of somebody, like look what like honestly what me and you do. What we just did with the video. We were 2 to 3 years steps ahead of that. So imagine being 300 years stepped ahead of somebody.
I agree.
And we know what you're going to do, how you're going to do with every situation, because we put you in that situation to figure out how you're going to react to it.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we can set you up 10, 20 years from now. We can hit you with something in 2010 and you're going to react to it in 2020.
That's what concerns me, because they got algorithmic patterns going on where they can actually calculate what our response is going to be. Now that we
super facts
media, you know, they can dictate what we're going to want to buy.
Super facts. And it got worse with the internet, with the mega data. When they figured that out, it got 100. That helped them out, but it also fucked them in a way, because it also opened doors for the people as well. So it was a gift and curse with the internet as well.
Oh yeah, it was.
We were talking about that earlier. Y'all
heard of the Q movement?
No.
The Q?
Q, yeah. It's all right. So and this is what if you ever get a chance together to try to go and attack the deep cabal for doing all the shit that they've been doing, and this is why they're exposing everything. And Robert, I think what was the son of JFK? His son, the one that got killed in the plane. What's his brother? Yeah, no, not Robert, but it was JFK Jr. When him and his wife and kid got killed in that plane accident. They're saying it was staged, and that him and Donald Trump was real close. So him and Donald Trump got together, and they got the generals together to go after the deep cabal. This is why a lot of people are following Trump now. If y'all ain't noticed, a lot of even conscious people just all on Trump's hotel, man. Yeah, and this is because of that Q movement. And
you know what I think also. With our people, when they follow certain people, it be because Donald Trump, in a sense, is rebellious to the system.
Yeah,
we fucks with anything rebellious to the system, no matter what it is, except for our own.
But just like you just said, you said he is rebellious, but is he rebellious? Is that just a front to say that he's rebellious? Because now it's coming around that. Okay, Donald Trump is rebellious, yeah, but the presidents are handpicked.
That's what
right. And he got in there some kind of way. He's rebellious to the fact because he's in his playground. These are all his daddy friends. He's being rebellious to that fact. He's in the house. He's home. You know what I mean? So even though we talk about this presidency, he's not into politics, and he doesn't have to be in politics, because his family was that powerful enough to where he was running around in the playgrounds with these people. That's why he shits on them the way he does and get away with the shit he gets away with.
Yeah, exactly.
To me, that's my opinion. I don't have no facts on that, but that's my opinion.
Well, they're backing saying they're saying that the reason why Trump why they were attacking him the way that they're attacking him, because he attacking the deep state. this is why they was trying to get him out, get Hillary in, or get Biden in because they with that group. And Trump is not like that's just what they throwing out there, which I think is some bullshit. Trump with them motherfuckers. Trump he's signed bills with, to help the HBCU college. He's decreased this and that for black community, but that's easy to do. You can show any kind of numbers, but we don't know that shit for a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't know any HBU president saying that Trump has donated or given extra funds of $5 million a year for the duration of 20 years. I don't know no president that came out and said those shit like that.
Word.
Do y'all?
That's a fact. Nah, not my time. Exactly. That's why we really can't believe nothing. We just got to do us.
Exactly. This is why it's so important for us to come together. You know, somebody said something to me about black men right now as a whole are the weakest link because physically, yeah, we can handle it, pretty much everybody, you know, but mentally, I was thinking about this because I'm walking around the mall and I'm looking at some of these young black dudes and I'm seeing what they're worshiping. I'm seeing the clothes, the jewelry, the cologne, the chasing home.
And the twist with that is, brother, right? I wouldn't say that they're the weakest link. Their direction is fucked up. Because just like you said that they're the weakest link what they worship, they will body you for that shit they worship. They will go all out for that shit they worship, for them Jordans, that Gucci, that Louis. So if their direction was to something that was worth something, it'd be different. So I wouldn't necessarily say that they're the weakest. Right now, their direction and their focus is faded. You know what I'm saying? I'll give them that because the way these little brothers out here and the shit I see them do, the heartless shit that I see them do, and the shit that they do, you can't be weak doing some of the shit that these little niggas in the streets is doing.
Right.
At one time I was out there with them. You can't be weak living in the streets. Some can. Some like they wiggle their way around. Those are the snakes, rats, and rodents we talk about. But like they're not weak. They're just mentally fucked up. They're programmed to hate the shit that they resemble.
Right.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying?
And this is, we talk about direction or what we need to do. It is our entire movement. And this is what I do here in Little Rock. I'm after the youth. I'm trying to get the youth on board, show them that I love them. Because when you show somebody you love them, that's when they know. When somebody know that you care, that's when they know they can trust you. So I'm just like I'm trying to get all the youth from kindergarten all the way to 18, 20 years old, and do any and everything that I can to show them that I love them and give them these books and this education, not this worldly education, but the shit that we own, so they can understand themselves because they don't understand themselves. I didn't know how powerful I was at first. I was brilliant as a kid and growing up. I never had that direction at all. Shit. Once I learned how to fight and shoot guns, it was a wrap. You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm smart and I can fight and shoot. Shit, no, you couldn't tell me nothing.
But see, right? How old are you, brother?
42 now.
Okay.
Yeah, you've been around.
I'm 38, so I'm around close to that same era. You know what I'm saying? The difference with us and these new brothers is we still cared about certain shit. These little niggas don't care at all. They rather do the fuck shit. They're cool with doing the fuck shit. So it's not even just us getting their direction to we gotta do more. We gotta make it look cool for them to do this shit. That is better. That's better for them. That is an betterment for them as a man, as a person, as a black man in this world. We got to make it look cool again.
The video that makes it look cool right there. The shit y'all doing right there, that makes it look cool.
Appreciate it, brother. We trying to stay tapped. We trying to stay tapped in. That's funny. We trying to stay tapped in, literally to that. You know, still that era. You know what I'm saying? Of like. We can still go with y'all, you know. We still resemble y'all. We still look like you'll look at me and see me in the streets and won't think that I operate the way I operate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the double-edged sword with that. Like you'll see me and think like he probably ignorant as hell. I don't sag my pants or nothing like that. I don't be out here looking crazy, but I look like I wear the attire. As I could say, I wear the attire.
Yeah, I think
you know what I'm saying.
That's major key for not only us, but I also think that they do that as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of look at how people react, how they move, like especially in the presidential seat and stuff like that in the White House. When people dress up, like I look at that shit kind of weird, like because it tells me that you're trying to put on a good impression. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Not necessarily putting on a good impression, but you're trying to. Visual. Right. You could say the most grimy shit, but if you say it in a suit, it's kind of like
no.
you could be a straight asshole. Suit. It's like you get away with that shit. Like, nah, that's some fuck shit. Even in a suit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, basically.
Trump was in an Adidas suit and some gold chains, he would have been out of there.
What? Like, come on! Like, he showed up in True Religions and a motherfucking.
We could just get that thought out of our heads. That ain't never happened. They stopped the NBA players from dressing the way they want. We ain't never gonna see that.
Got that nigga down. The fuck you
I wonder, like, would like, is there a consequence if you would just like to come to the Oval Office in a jumpsuit? Like, fuck it, like. I ain't feel like getting dressed. I ain't have time. I woke up late, so I just threw on my J's and just ran up here. Like, would they find you, or like America would look at you like you're crazy?
They'll probably find you.
You grab him, pussy.
Yeah.
Wasn't J.R. Smith out there with his shirt off?
Who?
Yeah.
J.R. Smith.
J.R.
Smith was out there with his shirt off.
I fucks with J.R.
He was out there with his shirt on.
Crazy, man. He ain't always too tight. They know that.
Hey, you invite us over to the White House. We partying, man. We gonna show out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
hold on, we got another caller. I'm trying to see who it is, man. I don't know. I mean, they might be calling. I don't know what they calling for. Yo, caller, I'm gonna have to hit you back, man. I thank you for calling, man. I got some more people on the line.
Peace, brother.
Peace. All right, peace, King. All right, King.
Peace.
What's your name? Where you calling from? Who's this?
It's Michelle Cameron Isaac.
Michelle Cameron Isaac. Peace, Michelle Cameron Isaac. What you doing?
Peace, Queen. Peace.
Thank you for tapping in. I've met you several times, haven't I?
Absolutely.
That's what's up. So first and foremost, before we get into the nitty gritty, because I know you got a lot of information. I've actually had some conversation with you. Before we get into that, what'd you think of the video?
The video was fire.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Dua, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming and watching everything.
Shaman.
Word. Shaman.
Straight to it.
A killer.
That's
a killer.
Thank you, Dua.
The whole 9 album, killer.
Dua. Mm-hmm. She on it. She tapped in.
Yeah.
She know what's up. She naming everything.
Better lay low.
She naming everything. She get 2 standing ovations.
Yes, all the way tapped in.
Word up. So
appreciate the love.
So let's talk about this, because you said you worked in some government facilities for some time and you got some back intel.
Yeah, I did 9 years. I did 8 years in the Navy, 21 years in law enforcement. And life is
mute the background. Mute the show in the background so we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm muted it. Yeah, so yeah, I got quite a few years in government and city service. I worked in the city Rikers for 18 years, 21, another 4 years on the prison board in the Bronx. I know my people. I work with women first, then I work with men incarcerated.
You was in the trenches.
People I've ever met, I met in prison. Y'all understand?
Right.
The most brilliant people I've ever met in my life, I met in prison, locked up.
Right.
There's a lot of brothers in there like that.
Yes, that
is. A lot of it is by design.
Yeah.
So have you met any brothers that you truly believe were innocent that's in there? I've been watching this show about the Innocent Project, about how they have thousands and thousands of people that didn't commit the crime and they in there and they just fighting the system, and you know, because their first charge ended up getting them additional charges added on, so on and so forth. Have you met any that you genuinely believe don't belong there?
Most of them don't belong
there. That's a heavy statement.
Most of them, yeah, were most of them.
Bail money. If you don't have that bail money, you can sit behind that gate.
Facts.
Right.
That's a super fact.
And most of us don't have any money.
Right. Exactly. That's what they get us, and they know that.
Yeah.
I see guys that work, depending on what they call me. I know where they know me from. I used to work in the 6th building. I used to work in Beirut, GRBC. They call that Beirut. Depending on what they call me, I did a show. I used to work programs. I did a show with Flavy Flav when he was locked up in the 6th building.
Rico Drayton. Shout out to Rico Drayton. You know what I'm saying? Freeport, New York. That's my hometown. That's where Rico Drayton come from. That's Flavy Flav. If you don't know, now you know.
Well, I seen his son the other day.
Yeah. Like guys would walk in the building and they would come to me. That time I was Cameron. They used to call me Killer Cam. At that time, guys would walk in the building and they would call me and tell me they were in the building. Yo, Miss Cameron, guess we're in the building. And I would do a show with that inmate.
Okay. That's what's up.
That's love.
That's what's up.
The kids, you know what it's like for a young dude to tell you he was born of blood and he don't know any other life?
I know exactly what that's like.
Wow.
I know exactly what that's like.
Yeah, that's wild shit. You know what I'm saying? I've met some people like that. You know what I mean? That's just.
I got some close friends who life is like that. Word.
I started at the women's house, and I sat up, and I was young. I sat up on a midnight tour, talking to a young woman out of committing suicide because she was a drug mule, and she was afraid not to do what she was told to do. Her kids are in custody, and I'm telling her, leave town, and she said, "You gonna find me." Could you imagine that life?
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
That's just that shit I see on
TV.
And
it's the trauma, and it's by the hundreds and the thousands in there. Like, it's just so many of our people that's going through that type of trauma. It's fucking ridiculous, yo.
Yeah, I mean,
I respect you so much. I call you Jam. Talking to my husband.
That's my initials, Jamaar Anthony Milton.
I know.
Let's go.
I respect you so much.
I appreciate you.
I'm pushing 60 years old. I've been retired 12 years. I've now.
Congratulations.
And I do it to help myself.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean,
at the end of the day.
I mean, I've seen you. You know, I know who's who because you show up at my places of business. You show up when we out in the streets working. That's why I rock with you because
we're playing music.
Yeah, you're not just online with it. Like every time I see you, it's when I'm out in the streets doing work. You know what I'm saying? That's why I show love to you. Because I know that you really about the people. Like she not just saying that. You know how some people
really out there.
For my who we got on the line right now, Michelle. She's really
That's
out.
My lady right there.
Yeah, anytime I see her, it's when I'm out there. Like we met at the Tech Inn.
Remember when we met him from DC's son?
Yes.
Yeah.
Randomly.
We was at Maria Davis spot for Wild Out Wednesdays.
Yeah, she pulled up on my
birthday.
To him and he told me who he was. I was like, oh. He introduced you to Jam.
Yeah, he the homie.
That was wild. That was wild.
Especially when we was just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that was Info DT's son. You know, the energy. Yeah, the energy just, gravitated and we ended up chopping it up. And then he's like, yeah, you know my dad. I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? He started talking. He said, Infodisha. I'm like, what? I almost fell off the goddamn stool when he said that. Because then now every time I see him, all I see is Infodisha, but a young Infodisha. So I'm like, oh, like shit. Yeah, like I fucks with him. I fucks with
good people.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely good people.
Like he was in the cut. He got that style of Infodisha type spirit. He was just in the cut. And I was just like, yeah, we started building and he was at the show. He was fucking with the music and shit like that.
Yo, Michelle, Michelle, you definitely good peoples too, man. You definitely pull up. Like you definitely come out. Like I got so much love for you, yo. Like you, especially you stay sending me something like weekly. Like I swear you be having me updated. Like you,
facts.
I swear, like I got so much respect and love for you, yo. Like
heavy in the inbox.
I really
for real.
Yeah, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
For real.
I'm a silverhead warrior.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah,
through and through.
That's a fact.
You keep
I definitely respect you.
My algorithm going nice. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have enough of that content coming in, then they don't know what to send you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Eyes and keep my goddamn algorithm straight because she be inbox litty. You know what I'm saying? With intel information.
For real.
Yo, and thank you for that. When I hit you up for that referral, that ancient, what's up?
No doubt. No doubt. You already know. That's light
and I
work.
got my holistic drink from Parrot.
Oh, from Danny. He was just him and his aunt was up the crib today. He pulled up.
I've been pumping my husband up with that.
Shout out Danny. Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
For sure.
Danny Parrots. I'm taking an herbalist class next month. I can't wait.
Tell your husband I said peace too. Tell the king I said what up.
Big shout out Danny Parrot, man. He's that guy, man. If you need to get your herbs, get your right holistic healing going on, you want to hit up Danny Parrot. He's that guy. Movers Elixirs. Shout out Movers Elixirs.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Facts.
I need to take the lighthouse out in the woods with me so I can show y'all how to survive off the land.
Oh, say less. I'm all
That's
about
not a problem.
You know.
I'm with it.
Yep.
Let's hit the
woods. I gotta bring some straps. I'm with it.
I'm all about that. Let's do that.
I'm down.
Yo, I don't camp. I glamp.
I know that's right.
She's a glamper.
Okay.
I don't I take my own. We take our own world out there.
No doubt. No doubt.
I believe it. I'm definitely with it.
Off grid.
Nah, I'm with that because that's definitely gonna be vital.
I love that kind of stuff. Survival.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And I'm gonna start. What's up?
We need more of that in our community. We need to be able to teach, our kids. We need to be able to teach our family members how to survive out in the woods. That's one thing that the Tom who do very well. They train their kids. They go camping like all summer long. Some of them don't even be at their crib. They be out camping and they have summer homes like that. They just pull up to take showers or shit. Like we need to start doing that. Like when I was out in Connecticut, living out in Connecticut, that was like the lifestyle in Connecticut. That was a regular thing. You know, there's
so much woods out there
in their houses. Like they pull up and they get these big campers and shit, and you can live in there with the crib and they just stay on the camping grounds. Like we need to start doing that. You know, go out, take our kids shooting and shit like that, and
because if not, we sit in dust. All we know is the hood.
Yeah.
So if we got to get out and bang, we ain't gonna know what the fuck to do.
If you ain't
a lot of these dudes, we don't gonna be able to protect the hood. That's it.
Yeah, you're gonna be in trouble.
And
like
study.
Yeah.
Study.
And they already got the hood and map, so we only gonna be able to hold that for so long.
Right.
Today, morning, you know what I was studying? I was studying edible flowers today.
You study edible flowers?
I was studying edible flowers today.
There's a lot of them out there.
And it's the right time for it.
We gotta study.
Yeah.
And share that information. Share.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah,
that's the plan. That's why I'm taking Danny's herbalist class next month, so I can have that, so I can know what I'm talking about and I can share that information.
Yeah, absolutely. He does run a course, a herbalist course. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Danny Parrott. He is on my Facebook page. If you want to get his information, if you want to hit him up, he's also on Instagram, Movers Elixirs. You know what I'm saying? Danny is at my crib once a week, dropping off a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Once a week.
I just finished a gallon.
Yeah, like no, I don't play that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've been on it. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get a lot of my family members and stuff like that to get on it. And everybody that I know, I tell them about it because I know how it made me feel. You know, like he literally took me out of a really bad state as far as health wise at one point when I had these flu. Like I believe that I had the COVID at that point. I had that bug. And when he came through, this was
me too.
November. Yeah, I was done off, and he came through. You know, no doctor. He came through. He made he made an elixir. He put a couple of things in it. You know what I'm saying? Some mushrooms and some different herbs. And when I drank that shit, within 6 hours flat, I ain't been the same since. I started working out again. I started, running and jogging and doing. Damn, I felt better than before I got sick. Messing with that, you know what I'm saying? And that was a wake-up call for me that, herbs is where it's at. Like, fuck what you mean? I'll get up in the morning and I eat breakfast. I will have herbs first before anything else. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
like, after lunch. You know what I mean? Sometimes I go straight from there and just have dinner and be straight. You know what I mean? So, if I know it work for me,
my new normal.
Yo, talk about it, man.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Definitely start today.
Last year I played myself because I had a heart attack last year. But it wasn't. It's not that hard. I didn't take care of myself that day. I didn't drink water.
Okay.
I went to a dance. I went to an Afrobeat dance festival. Then I showed 2 clients houses that day, and I usually don't do that because I don't chase money like that.
Right.
Home. I made it all the way home. That's the thing. I was out there by myself, and I made it all the way home. Made it all the way into my door. My husband was sitting in the living room, and I walked up the stairs to my bedroom. And when I walked into my house, I felt exhausted, and I never feel tired, y'all. We was getting ready to go to a party that night. And women, hear me well. None of my symptoms was above the waist. They were all below the waist. My legs locked, both of them.
Whoa.
Both of them locked. And how I got out of it, my grandma tell me all kinds of remedies. I told my husband, put some Epsom salt in the tub. I got in the Epsom salt bath and it mellowed out. Everything mellowed out. The Epsom salt took me out of the whole episode that I was in.
Whoa.
I went to an Epsom salt bath. And then I went to the hospital because I didn't want to stay home because I was like, the cramps like that. I didn't know I had a heart attack though.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
Wow.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yo, that's bug.
So wait, you had a heart attack and the bottom of your body was affected?
Did you go to the doctor at all?
Yo, I'm in good shape. I had a mild heart attack. I had an angioplasty that day. They didn't find any blockages. Right. I dehydrated myself. That's what I did.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
water is important, man.
It's crazy.
Yo, I usually work out for an hour. I worked out for like 2.5 hours that day, and I went back out twice.
Wow.
Didn't hydrate you. Yeah, gotta hydrate yourself. Yeah, you sweated a lot doing all of that.
Yeah, you definitely putting in that work out there.
Shout out to my girl over there, Plump Queen. I see you out there.
I see you, sis. What's up?
We out here for the out here.
I stay busy.
She definitely be on it.
Yeah, that's a super fact. You definitely pull up wherever we at, especially in the city, wherever we at, she there.
So
word up.
Hi.
Husband.
Latifah Foster.
You know I know your cousin, Latifah Foster.
I love
Latifah's in the chat. She dropped a couple comments down there. She's in the
Latifah.
I'm watching y'all on my TV on YouTube. And I was talking to y'all on my phone. I had to cut off my phone so I can't see the chat.
Oh, okay.
I can only see what you post on YouTube.
Right. No doubt. Shout out to Latifah Foster.
I'm watching you on the 60s.
Listen, man, y'all don't know.
We out here shaking.
Shout out to
had it not been for Latifah, there would be no Lighthouse. And that's a fact. Shout out Latifah Foster. That's
shout out
Latifah.
You better lay low.
Shout out to Latifah.
shout out Latifah. You know, word up.
Day one right there.
She is the Lighthouse. She is the day one. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's the one that came up with the idea, said, yo, we need to start a group, yada, yada, yada. I said, yo, just go ahead and do that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't really even see the vision until, you know what I'm saying?
I love my sister.
Word.
That's one of the pit bulls in the skirt.
I'll blow your head up for Latifah. You better chill. Better chill.
You better lay low.
Lay low.
You better lay low.
My sis right there. Shout out Latifah.
I admire you so much. I admire you guys so much because you're all young. I've been watching the Info DCs, the John Henry Clark, Chancellor Wilson. I've been watching it and reading for years, but you guys are young and you are stars. You hear me?
Dua.
Thank you.
Dua.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Dua. I appreciate that.
Wow.
Like I said, Silver Fox is pushing 60.
Thank you. I'm glad
to be
the
like
dogs
you
won't
when I
see me
grow up.
blush.
Word. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Make sure you call anytime. You know,
Right.
thank you for calling to the tap in.
Dua.
We're gonna be doing this often. I'll be letting everybody know how often we're gonna be doing it, but we're gonna be doing this often. This is what it is moving forward. You know, and we're gonna be
Trying something new.
You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to upgrade. It's time
Shout
for
out to Shannon, man.
Start shaking this thing up. You know what I'm saying? It's our turn.
Shannon.
Y'all got fat while we starve. Y'all got fat while we starve. It's our turn now. Let the lighthouse come through. So that's what we about.
Yo, the funny shit about it, her husband was there with us when we were shooting the parts of the video in Detroit.
Yes, he did go over there with y'all. He did.
You know what I'm saying? He was down there with us watching us do what we was doing. So, you know what I mean? If he watched the video, that's what we was doing, homeboy. Because he was right there. Because we was like, yo, come through. Like, because there was a woman in the crib. Like, yo, come through. Fuck that. Come fuck with us. Like, word up.
So listen, this is what we're gonna do, family. We've been doing this since 9:15. It's like time flies. It's 11:30 already. So what we gonna do? I'm gonna end this off.
Just 2 hours, yes.
It was awesome. I'm gonna end it off with the video one more time, and then we're gonna call this thing a wrap. That's the first episode.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's first episode.
Congratulations.
Fire.
Word. So shout out everybody on the feed that pulled up. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna continually shake up the Constance community. We're gonna wake these folks up. We're gonna continuously lay it down and do what we gotta do
and have fun.
And we're gonna have a lot of fun while we doing it. We've been doing it. So shout out to everybody on the line. I'm getting ready to drop this video one last time. We're gonna fade out on that note. Thank y'all for watching, and make sure you stay tapped in. May the divine force be the divine force in you, and may you manifest every heart
desire.
I love you. Ashe family and peace.
Peace.
Y'all have
peace.
Love and life, family. Peace.
All of that.
Yeah, I love you, Tashi.
All of that.
Liar, pants on fire. Don't get caught up, cause the man gon' try it. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. Classified intel inside of my mental. Gas on fire. We rolling up, set the gas on fire. Rolling up, set the gas on fire. Classified intel inside of my intel. Public figures getting exposed, selling they soul. Playing with women, turning into hoes to get their roles. R&B legends pissing on babies, taking clothes. Playboy put a 10-year-old on the centerfold. Trying to envision home, watching the system fold. Oracles in the zone, white sage and chicken bones. Queens say they love me cause I'm woke in state. Got the why they whipping that organic shake butter. Representing for that one after the 8th number. Cause what they cannot do, they try to take from you. I'm carrying the torch for the elders who ain't slumber. Them same brothers who saved mothers and thanked of us. I astro project you a picture painting my worth. And circumnavigated the earth saying this verse. Got so aggravated with churches and faking purses. Became alert to the blatant mistaken matrix insertions. Forgive me if I'm bugging on wilding when you see me. Got
a couple online personalities trying to be me.
And making it easy. You do it the easy. Drop you like the Holy Ghost. Oh, that movie pass. Polaroid pass. Vibe that you needed like a quarter half pass. Most people don't succeed because the support is half fast. Haters throwing stones. I keep a couple on me. Showing out in quartz water. Keep an aura glossy. I'm like Megatron. You better gone. We the vagabonds from Babylon. We young. Liar.
Oh, yeah.
man gon' try it.
Rolling up.
Gas on fire.
Classified intel inside of my bed.
Rolling up, set the gas on fire. Rolling up, set the gas on fire. Rolling up, gas on fire.
Classified intel inside of my intel. The internet shifted the paradigm.
Raining on the gods.
Without a eye, black man shot down every time you blink. Flip Michigan, baby, still ain't got nothing to drink. Trying to overcome, but we struggling finding ways. Couldn't even boycott Gucci for 90 days. Crying about minimum wage, dying for a raise. Instead of setting up businesses, brothers buying J's. Hoping for brighter days, but mama ain't trying to slave. So she hit the track, look how much better vagina made. My mind blown, just booked my flight, I'm flying home. Hit the mangoes online, but at night they cry alone. Like a poem dialect, speak the Messiah tone. I need my roses now for the industry, find a clone. Eager to lead the people to reach in a higher zone. The earth spins, the cycles repeat inside the dome. Culture getting hot, look how quickly the fire grows. Apply blows to who I oppose, I suppose. Haters winning by a nose, wearing flyer clothes. You can't be liable when you taking a higher road.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Don't get caught up, cause the man gon' try it. Rolling up, set the gas on fire.
Classified intel inside of my intel.
Rolling up, set the gas on fire. Rolling up, set the gas on fire. Rolling up, set the gas on fire.
Classified intel inside of my intel.
Mind of the Elohim, call me a star seed. Always keep it G when I OD, kill them softly. Fuck with vibrational frequency, shake them off me. My preparation, leave my own nation. Could be costly. I'd rather set the standards that let the sister remain me. I ain't going back. Plan A gotta work, ain't no plan B. Which means I'm seeing this thing out. It's just something in me. I'm always gonna fight for what's right. How could you be mad at me? Cause systematically they got plans in place to get rid of me. I'm here to eradicate any fabrications about we. Sellouts at an all-time high. If you ask me, you know you're not. Ain't no in between, so get in tune. No saying with the coons. Can't mix with royalty. It's more than life than all that jewelry and those true dreams. Who me blew through the ops like a cool breeze. I'm on a different level of overstanding. Fuck with me, cause my mentality is cultural orientated. I faded black on my energy, cross paths with that fake shit. Spirit of my eye when I diddy bop on my king shit. New York State of mind keeps me intertwined when I'm tapped in.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Don't get caught up, cause the man gon' try it. Rolling up, set the gas on fire.
Classified intel inside of my intel.
Rolling up, set the gas on fire. Rolling up, set the gas on fire. Rolling up, set the gas on fire.
Classified intel inside of my intel.
All of that. Listen, man. We out of here. Let me stop this broadcast. Shout out to
Peace.
man. I love you. Peace.
It was fun.
Love y'all.